Building the Can Am, the car and the plan. Now here's where things get interesting, because the Can Am wasn't just a badge and some stickers slapped on a standard Le Mans. Pontiac's engineers actually put real thought into this thing. The foundation was the A-body Le Mans Sport Coupe. The A-body platform had been around since the mid-60s, and by 1977 it was refined, proven, and solid. Pontiac chose this platform specifically because it gave them room. Room for that big V8. Room for a properly aggressive stance. Room to make the car feel substantial, in the way that 1970s regulations had slowly squeezed out of most American performance vehicles. And then they went to work on the visual package. The Can Am was only available in one color, cameo white. There was no option. No color choices. No burgundy, no black, no dark blue. Cameo white, period. Now that might sound limiting, but it was actually a deliberate design decision. Because on that white canvas, Pontiac laid the most dramatic graphics package of the entire Malaise era. Bold stripes in orange. Red and yellow swept along the lower body sides, up over the hood, and connected through the rocker panels in a flowing, almost flame-like pattern. It looked aggressive. It looked fast. It looked like something that belonged in 1970, not 1977. And then there was the shaker scoop. This was the Can Am's most iconic feature, and the one that made absolutely no compromises. The shaker hood scoop was the same style used on the Trans Am, a massive functional air intake that rose up through a cutout in the hood and literally shook with the engine vibrations when the car was running. You could stand outside a running Can Am and watch that scoop tremble. That was theater. That was Pontiac saying, whatever else has changed, this car still has a living, breathing engine under it. Rally 2 wheels, a blacked-out grille, a rear spoiler, and that distinctive nose treatment completed the exterior package. Parked at a gas station in 1977, this car would have stopped foot traffic. It looked like nothing else on the road. Now, under the hood, this is where the story gets a little complicated, and honestly a little heartbreaking, because the Can Am was produced in a world that had strangled its engine. Most Can Ams left the factory with Pontiac's 400 cubic inch V8, that's the 6.6-liter unit. By the standards of 1977, this was still a big engine, physically imposing under the hood, that familiar Pontiac rumble, and it made 200 horsepower, in net output terms. The way engines were measured post-1972, with 325 pound-feet of torque.